Today, I'd like to welcome Robert Butcher at G2 Real Estate Group. Thank you so much for joining me, my man. How are you doing today?
Hey, you're welcome. Thanks for having us. I'm doing awesome.
Man, I just wanted to bring you on, like I was kind of alluding to earlier before we got on. As my clients mature, I'm getting way more and more commercial needs. So you are my guy. So I wanted to make an introduction to my people out there, to my platform on what is the process of buying commercial property. And then also, but before we get into all of that, I want to hear about a little bit about you. So do you want to do a quick bio, quick little intro?
Oh yeah. Okay. I have two kids. I have an 18-year-old daughter in her freshman year of college, and a son that's 16 and junior in high school. So all new stuff in my family. I've grown up here in Indianapolis since second grade, and went to North Central, Purdue, and then been working in commercial development, construction management for a good 23-year career. Then 8 years ago, split off and started my own thing as a commercial real estate broker. Went straight into commercial, given my commercial experience in developments and construction management, and loving every minute of it.
That's what I was going to ask you. How long were you in commercial? So that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I know I've been talking with you a lot of that time.
I know.
So let's get into some questions about that a lot of people are looking for from a commercial real estate agent perspective. Let's kind of get into those. So what are the main steps in the process? If somebody wants to start the process of leasing or buying a property, how does that look?
Yeah. Well, a meeting with a commercial broker is a good first step, and because we can start a search and start to shape the decision process. So I think working with a full-time commercial broker is important in that we'll have access to all of the commercial properties or commercial spaces out there, and can quickly help a client discern what the price ranges look like in the area and the type of space that they want. So oftentimes if it's a new startup or if they're moving to a different location from out of state, we can answer a lot of those questions quickly with a quick search, and they can start getting to the right next steps, best decisions for themselves right away.
Got it. So that's a really good thing. You have access to, because you are a commercial real estate a professional versus someone who's doing a part-time. You have access to many more properties because you have your own. There's a commercial MLS.
Yeah, more or less. I mean, very few commercial properties and spaces that are available show up on MyBor or Zillow or those. Crexi is another name that's coming up, but and there are a lot of spaces and things shown out on LoopNet, but we can track those numbers. Only about a third of what's actually out there shows up to the public, and there's a whole bunch. So there's a whole bunch of other things out there that just aren't even available. It's an unfortunate reality to the significant cost it is for commercial brokers to be able to market those things out there. All of our listings are out there by man of our practice, but unfortunately not all other brokers are able to do that.
Absolutely. So I mean, that's what I'm trying to highlight here is that you're going to get the most opportunities to see, the perfect property by going through someone who does this every day versus somebody who's just kind of doing it as a side thing.
Yeah.
How long does the process typically take?
So then it could take a couple, 3 months to get it under contract. Could also take then 3-4 months to get through the due diligence.
Okay. Yeah.
And to close. Now that's a lot of months added up to whatever that adds up to. It's a long time.
About a year.
It's about a year, right? So, but that could also, on average, I'd say like 5 to 7 months is about right for whether you're going to buy something or lease something. But if you're looking to develop, and if you're looking for something very specific and unique, and you have a If you're looking all of central Indiana, well, that might just increase the time that you're looking and trying to narrow those options down. And how you're financing it has a big deal. We've done a lot of transactions that take that amount of time. We've also done transactions in a week or two. And so that's possible. It just, a lot of things have to line up and decisions have to happen fast. And you start to throw a lot of the negotiation leverage out the window if you're just trying to do it too fast. But we're in it to kind of push the pace in a friendly way so that we're procuring things in a timely fashion and not letting things drag. Unfortunately, in the commercial space, commercial property owners, commercial landlords, attorneys, those things that we deal with aren't hard pressed to get things done too fast.
It's not an emotional thing. It's not, it doesn't have when you buy the cachet that a residential property has, I can definitely see that being slow.
Yeah. What helps in that manner is, like, after that first meeting, a lot of that first conversation is, hey, price point, what could be available? Let's start to shape the thoughts around what it could be. But getting to a path to financing on these is really important because you may have partners involved. We're not collecting financials and doing any underwriting as a commercial realtor. We always recommend people go to whatever bank they're already doing their business banking through. Majority of commercial loans are done conventionally at the local bank. And so you want to start there and have an understood path to financing. So you know what you can afford, and now you know what the costs are out there. Then you know what you can afford, and then we can really put the two together and figure out where the solution is.
So that leads me to my last question. What decisions or documents will potential buyers be responsible?
Well, it's going to be tax documents, P&L statements on an existing business. Credit will be run on all the parties involved. It really depends on the lender that you're working with. I mean, some don't care too much about any of that, want to see just the debt coverage ratio. Some loans are just going to be concerned about the asset of the property. And so you got to be ready to respond quickly, as to not drag out the process and then potentially lose out on something, to what the unique things would be. Each lender is going to have some different things that they're asking for, potentially in a little different way, different questions. And it's not uncommon for a commercial borrower to deal with a couple, three lenders at one time.
Right. Yeah.
Until then they know they have one in the end, or at least a couple to choose from in the end. And I'd say that's a big point of advice for anybody listening, is that, create a relationship with your current bank now, so that when you need to go to them, you've got a relationship, they're ready to respond and act quickly. But good to know a couple different lenders, and when you get into that process, commit the time to talking to 2-3 different lenders. Yes, it's 2-3 times more work and interaction with them, but more often than not, that one that you were hoping was just going to happen isn't the one that happens, and it just takes talking to quite a bit more than just that one.
Got it. Okay. Awesome, man. Well, I really appreciate you doing this for me, man. And I just want to get some clarity out there and some exposure. So, man, thank you. You know, this is a relationship. Anytime I need anything commercial wise, you know, you're my guy. So I really appreciate that.
Well, we appreciate you. I've always enjoyed our time together, and this is the same. So
awesome.
It's been fun watching your rise, and we're just trying to keep up with you, man.
All right, man. All right. I paid him to say that, y'all. Hey, God bless you, man. If you need anything, you already know where I am, okay?
All right. You too.
All right, my man. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks.
Watchers, please be sure to go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, like, comment, tell them how great of a job they're doing. We read all their comments. We really appreciate it. This is a relationship.